Hey guys, welcome to the monthly general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is for March 2020. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo? Advice and guidance for Virgo, please. March 2020. Interesting combination, Virgo. What else for Virgo, please? Just a reminder, if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Awaken Soul Tarot for both of those platforms. The links are in the description box as well. Wow, look at this. The 9 surrounded by this 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Your hard work is paying off, Virgo. Just know that with this combination. Definitely reaching the end of a phase or a cycle. Yeah, time to balance things out for your health and happiness. What else for Virgo, please? Wow, these cards are flying. Yeah, look at this. The world now, the end of a cycle here. Very interesting. Okay, and what is the most important message for Virgo, please? Most important message. All right, interesting. We have the Ace of Cups. So Virgo, I feel like for you, there's something here that maybe either you recently let go of or have to let go of in order to bring in this Ace of Cups energy. We definitely have a cycle here coming to an end for you, or a phase possibly in your life. This could have been a long-term cycle or phase, you know, something over the last 7, 10, 15 years. This 10 of Swords represents something that was not easy, something that you just feel like, wow, I can't believe things happened this way or ended this way. 10 of Swords can represent a feeling of betrayal or sadness of how a situation has ended. But mentally here, it's time to clean out that closet. When the 10 of Swords comes up, especially mentally, this just reminds me of like 12th house energy, where there's a huge clear out of anything that's no longer serving you so you can level up. And with Swords, thoughts, self-defeating thoughts, fears, anxieties, worries, communication that needs to be cleared up. But the 10 does represent the end of this cycle. And it's interesting that we have these two 10s here. So that's very powerful for you. There's a lot of synchronicity with numbers I've noticed so far. 3s especially are coming up. You have two 10s here. I think Gemini had two 10s in their reading. But with the 9 of Cups, this is about focusing on what you truly desire in this lifetime and releasing anything that is standing in the way of those desires. And although that's not easy, it's definitely time to put down these burdens. 9 of Cups. So this is a month to focus on yourself, your health, your happiness, what brings you pleasure and happiness with the 9 of Cups. Wishes being granted. I feel like for some of you, in order to get what you have wished on, there's something that you have to release. And many of times when we bring new energy into our life, new circumstances, new people, there's usually an ending that comes before that. So 10 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed, overburdened, a lot on your plate. If you're going through that period, just know that, you know, that is coming to an end. If there's anything that you can release yourself, or responsibilities, things that are not really working for you right now, it's time to kind of sift through those things and see what you can get rid of. Where can you bring more balance into your life with the Justice card? This may involve a major choice or decision. Legal matters for some, but Justice is saying, you know, it's time to be accountable for your health, your happiness in your life, and not letting others interfere with that, doing what's best for you with the Justice card. I feel like the Star, this is the hope and renewal after the Tower. This card comes directly after the Tower, directly after the huge breakthrough, that dark night of the soul period, the difficulties, the agony, the pain, the mental pain, all of that. The Tower is, representative of huge breakthroughs. So the Star is the hope and renewal after that. The unity, the oneness, the wholeness, feeling a sense of just peace finally in your life. So in order to get to that point, I feel like there's some things here that need to be released for you. King of Pentacles, we have you right here. This could involve another earth sign. This could involve a role that you're playing in your life. Father figure, husband, for the males out there. This could even represent, all that you've worked towards. As if you see there's like this whole castle here built in the background. Earth signs tend to be very focused on the material. So there may be some things there that you have to let go of in order to bring in this new energy and new life. The World is a cycle here that is completing some kind of phase in your life. And then it's interesting. We have this King of Cups and we have this 8 of Swords. Emotionally, there could be a blockage here. You may be feeling stuck emotionally, like, oh, there's no way out. Well, there's definitely always a way out here. It's just a matter of, taking the blindfold off, untying yourself, and you being the one to do that, because no one can do that for you with the 8 of Swords. So I feel like this month, focus on bringing your emotions, being aware of your emotions, meditating more, focusing on what is it that you want to bring in that is going to make you emotionally happy. Also, going within, and really focusing on yourself. Being responsible for your own happiness. All right, let's take a look. What is going on with this 10 of Swords for Virgo? 10 of Swords for Virgo, please. Time's going to be different for everybody. You may have already gone through this 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and you're starting to feel that hope and renewal with the Star. Let's look at the 10 of Swords for Virgo. What needs to be released here? 10 of Swords. All right, yeah, Ace of Swords. A choice or a decision. Maybe a mental breakthrough. Inspiration for some of you to make this choice. But the Ace sometimes can represent like a separation of what no longer serves you. Let's look at Justice. Justice, yeah. 10 of Swords. Look at these repeating cards. This is happening for a lot of signs. A lot of repeating cards. It's time for you to focus on your health, your happiness. Justice, to me, a lot of times represents a karmic payout. So, past lives, South Node, North Node, what we're working towards, those are points in our chart when we're born. But the South Node deals with karmic debts. So, you may need to work through releasing something that you are holding on to tightly. This could be the physical, being an earth sign. Your money or something that you're holding on to, fear of lack of stability, fears of not being worthy enough, for example. So it's about releasing that energy and working towards what would be the North Node. What are you bringing into your life? What are you working towards? What are you building upon, Virgo? Let's take a look at the World card. The World for Virgo. Something's definitely coming full circle here. Okay, yeah, look at this. Interesting. So I think you're going to be getting either the inspiration that you need or the answers that you need. Look within for happiness. Look within for the answers. With the World card, we have 7 of Cups, we have 8 of Swords. You're no longer going to be stuck here. Those self-defeating thoughts, I feel like, is what you are releasing this month. And Pisces season is your 7th house of partnerships, how you relate to others. Then that second half of March, moving into Aries with the sun in Aries. We have a lot of planetary stuff in Aries right now as I'm filming this. Aries is your 8th house. The 8th house is cleaning out those closets that you have mentally of things that you've been holding on to. The 8th house can deal with partnerships in terms of if you're married to someone, taxes, it can represent loans, debts, anything like that. But if there's a partnership or something like that, it's an external house, so dealing with other people. You may need to clear something out that's really not serving you. The 7 of Cups, And I also want to mention the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and that's like a deep transformation. So really releasing what no longer is working for you. There's a cycle here that's ending. There's a lot of releasing. The 7 of Cups is saying that the best thing to do is make a choice or decision. With the 7 of Cups, there's confusion. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be getting the inspiration to act here on something. Let's look at the King of Cups with that 8 of Swords. King of Cups with the 8 of Swords, please. Yeah, there's too much of a burden here. For some of you, mentally, emotionally. So I feel, you know, the best thing to do here is basically to listen to your intuition, quiet and silence your mind, the spinning of your mind, the fears and worries. Trust the universe. What messages do we have for Virgo, please, from the Moonology deck? Wow, yeah, interesting. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So past eclipses could be playing a role here for you. New moon, tying up loose ends, getting rid of the garbage that no longer serves you, especially in Aries season. The sun is going to be illuminating that house. You have a full moon in Virgo, right? So Pisces season, opposite sign, your first house with that full moon is going to be focused on you, yourself, your health. That's all going to be illuminated. So you might start feeling like, okay, time to clean out any closets, anything, you know, that's not serving me any longer during that transit and that moon. So I hope you enjoy this reading, Virgo. If you'd like to book a private reading, that information is posted in the description box below. I hope you all have a good month ahead. Take care.